Hello, I'm Hal Lublin.
And I'm Mark Gagliardi.
Since the dawn of humanity, one issue has gone unsettled. With the fate of the world in the balance, we're here to settle, once and for all. Clean slate.
That's right. Don't worry, everyone. We got this.
Podcasts should have a theme song. Podcasts should not have a theme song. Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't. They sound good. Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it. You know what? You're right. We got this.
Oh, Hal, it's exciting. It is round 2.
I thought you were going to say the fact that this hat, I'm very aware all of a sudden of this hat that it looks too big for my head, like I'm a kid in a silent film.
You somehow look like you're bookending the age you are. You look like either you're a little kid wearing that hat or you're the really old guy at the ballpark who's wearing the radio attached headphones with the big antenna.
I would do that.
That's not what I was excited about, Hal.
Okay.
I'm excited about our guest that we have back for round 2 of Clean Slate as promised. David Dastmalchian is back. How are you, sir?
Yeah. Oh, man, I'm glad to be back. And I wanted to let you guys know that I've been thinking a lot about the answers I gave last time, and I have a great deal of responsibility for this. So I really want to make sure I nail it this time around. So please only give me the really, really tough questions.
All right. Well, look, they're all going to be tough. You nailed it last time around, so these are specifically. You absolutely nailed it.
You did.
But you don't want to nail it as well as you did because now we've only got difficult ones.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's fair.
Well, how are you, first of all? It's nice to see you.
Yeah.
I'm fantastic.
Good.
It's great to see you. It's been too long.
I know.
Life is good. Life is busy. We just found out we get a second season of Murderbot, which is a TV show that I do on Apple that I'm really proud of. I'm getting ready for a big old crazy San Diego Comic-Con coming up, which I'm excited about.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be July 24th, 25th, 26th, and have lots of fun panels and some exciting announcements and doing some stuff with Dexter because I just am showing up in the new iteration of Dexter. You're going to see Dexter finally get killed. Just kidding. You're going to see Dexter finally get his ass handed to him by a very astute adversary. So I'm excited about that because I feel like Dexter's always got the upper hand. It's time that somebody finally shows him what's what.
Yeah, someone needs to take that guy down a peg.
Yeah. Wait.
What?
Debatable. But look, we're glad it's happening.
Maybe John Lithgow got pretty close. I feel like he's the one that pushed him over the edge.
Oh, he was great.
Yeah. But this is going to blow Lithgow out of the water. All due respect to the great John Lithgow.
All due respect, Lithgow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking the time. We've got some topics we want to go through. We're continuing our clean slate that we had with you before. We didn't get to everything, so we saved all the most difficult stuff because we knew you could handle it this time. What do we have first?
All right. Leslie Troutman asks, this is the two giant water, I guess, amphibians or giant snake movies. Snake and Monster. Lake Placid is a giant crocodile, right? Like a prehistoric crocodile. And Anaconda is the other, which is basically don't go in the water movies, but it's not a shark.
Oh, but it's which of these two movies?
Yes. Which of those two?
Anaconda or Lake Placid?
If you have to choose between Anaconda, which is the one that has Jennifer Lopez and Samuel L. Jackson.
No, of course. Everyone knows it. I actually was pinned to be in the original Anaconda film. They actually held me for weeks before they changed casting decision. In fact, it wasn't even a casting decision. I think they ended up deciding to use either animatronic, CGI, something. But yeah, I was actually originally the Anaconda.
And no mocap, right? Just physically you were going to embody, like you're doing movement work in school.
Yeah.
You're going to embody what it meant to be an Anaconda.
Mark and I did a lot of movement to music.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It was going to be a lot of movement to music, except wearing nothing but a dance belt that had a special fly.
Well, you were the only guy in movement to music who could unhinge his jaw like that.
That's what it was. That was the trick. No, I'm going to always go Lake Placid because I err on the side of horror, and I love Anaconda, and I'm excited about the new movie that's coming. But I will say, for me, my best bet is the horror. And I think Lake Placid is even though it's just as fun and campy as Anaconda, I find it to be a little scarier of a film. And god dang, how great is Oliver Platt?
Oliver Platt's great in everything. Yeah. I have not seen Lake Placid. I will trust your take on Lake Placid. I know that Anaconda is one of those movies that Aaron Abrams and I would constantly make fun of because of Jon Voight in that movie. And Jon Voight's performance, his accent, the fact that he would maintain his frown while sleeping, the fact that when he is swallowed by the anaconda, regurgitated out just to flop down next to the heroine of the movie, wink at her, and then get slurped back up.
It's so good.
I don't know if I'm making an argument for or against Anaconda. Our point was that it was terrible back then. But I'm down for Lake Placid. This makes me want to see Lake Placid now.
Yeah.
Does Jon Voight get regurgitated and wink at us in that one?
Jon Voight does not get regurgitated and wink at us. It's a shame.
Darn.
It's a shame. What do you think is more, I guess what's the more entertaining film? I just always think the scares are the way to go. So, and I love a giant alligators and crocodiles. Snakes scare me. We just moments ago, maybe like 45 minutes ago, fed my daughter's king snake. Watching snakes eat is so disturbing and fascinating and beautiful all at the same time.
Right on.
It's such a slow process because you watch it sort of move. It's like the pit of Carcoon. You're over 1,000 years, you're digested slowly as you see it sort of make its way through. I agree it's Lake Placid. Anything with Oliver Platt is immediately going to have an edge because he makes everything better.
It's so good.
But also Anaconda feels like it was one of the last films on the precipice of sci-fi going, we'll take it from here with these. And also like making it with a wink. Well, there's a wink in this one from Jon Voight, but it's not quite over into Snakes on a Plane where that whole thing feels like you're going to go see it just because of the name and it's such a ridiculous premise. I think they were trying to make a Lake Placid type movie, but they didn't quite get there. So that's why Lake Placid gets the edge, asked and answered.
All right. Lake Placid,
Next.
Congratulations. Greg On asks, here we go. Binge all episodes of a TV show season at once or one per week?
It's gosh, that's so particular. I feel like
I'll throw this out there. I like for them to get dropped all at the same time, but I like to watch them once a week. Is that fair?
Interesting. That's interesting.
Am I asking too much of my television?
Not in 2025. My father, who, bless his heart, will be 76 years old in November, and grew up, spent the majority of his life without the ability to binge, now will not watch a season of television until it has been fully released. He would not watch Ironheart, would not watch Andor until everything was out because he wants to watch it all while he's walking on the treadmill. But I like spacing it out. Like, I don't mind. I feel like we got so accustomed to binging, and that's enjoyable. It's a great way to revisit a series. But I enjoy, like, sitting down with my wife and us going, like, what's on to watch that we haven't seen yet? And getting to digest stuff weekly. It gives you something to look forward to, and I think we miss that in the current age.
For sure. But it's really nice when you get, I think it is nice when you get, like when I was watching The Wire, I'll never forget. Maybe it was The Wire. It might have been Dexter, as a matter of fact, was the first time. It was back when you used Netflix to order DVDs.
Yeah.
And they would come to you. And I remember binging my Netflix DVDs of Dexter, The Wire, and The Shield, maybe all around the same time, like the later aughts. And there is something really special about that experience. Although, God, Game of Thrones, every week I would be on bated breath waiting for Sunday night. I'm going to say once a week. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have to be once a week, too. I think the zeitgeist might be getting... Well, let me ask you guys this. Is the zeitgeist helped or hurt by shows dropping all at once? Because there's something about everybody talking about the same show if it's coming out once a week.
If it binges, you get it maybe in spurts, but the majority of it shortens the news cycle and life cycle of big moments of television. Not like if something's quality, it will live on and people will continue to talk about it. But the shock of who killed Laura Palmer, who shot JR, that kind of stuff, like we all experience that together as a group of media consumers. So that once a week allows us to talk about something for 6 days and then get to watch it again. So I think it does kind of hurt it a little bit in terms of the longevity of like a big moment. What do you think, David?
I think that there's something really, when you talk about the longevity of a thing, that like, how does it affect you? How does it slam into you? Everything has changed, you guys. The zeitgeist, you said, is a word you just threw out there a second ago, but I think about, what does that even mean to us anymore? It's momentary. It's like, I mean, what shows captivated us in such a way a year ago that now no one's even talking about the new season of it? Many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I want to be on. Here's what I want. I want everyone to binge and weekly watch shows that star us guys.
Yes.
How about that?
That sounds fantastic.
There's your answer.
Boom.
Put us in a show. We'll play priests. We'll play popes. We'll play villains. We'll do it all.
That's right. All the clergy.
That's asked and answered.
Done.
That's a big asked and answered right there.
All right. Another one, Hal. You want to throw this one out there for us?
Our researcher, Kate McManus, asked this one. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate.
All right. Anime.
Hi, Kate.
Hi. Say hi. Yeah, David says hi.
Hi, Kate. It's David Dastmalchian here. I just wanted to thank you for, you didn't know that I was going to be getting this question.
Yeah.
So why am I even thanking you? You just threw this out to whoever was coming to take it. you just totally, wow.
What a journey.
Okay, forget it. I take it. I retract it. This better be a good effing question, Kate.
What if it begins, Dear David?
Okay, let's see.
Only David. It says, it says anime, dubbing, or subtitles. I feel like I have to recuse myself because I got my start doing dubs for anime. And so I appreciated the work. So to me, it's like, oh yeah, it's the best. I learned I could show up to work in my pajamas, and I did.
What do you think, David?
I don't know. You go first. I'll go second.
Okay.
Yeah.
My thought on if it were dubs versus subs in any live action genre, I'm always going to say subtitles because there are subtleties of performance.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
That come with that. But with anime, you're already using the work of multiple people to create one person. So if you're using the work of multiple people to create one person anyway, notably an animator and a voice actor, why not get a voice actor that is speaking the native language of wherever you're showing it?
Have you dubbed stuff, Mark?
I've not dubbed anime. I have dubbed live action, actually. Yeah.
Have you? Mm-hmm. So like a film, were you familiar with the film before you, was it a foreign film that you were familiar with, or was it something you didn't know at all?
No, it was always new stuff that I didn't know at all.
Interesting.
It was mostly dubbing and fixing accents for films that were shot overseas.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm a sub guy all the way. And you can read into that whatever you want, but I am a sub. I'm a big sub. I sub hard.
Known subber.
I am a known sub.
Mm-hmm.
I stand by that. I'm proud to be a sub.
Right on.
Sub me all the way across the board. I watch a lot of anime with my son, and I think he does it, honestly, because at first I thought he had a really cool kind of perspective, because he'd be like, no, I think we should, watch it in the original Japanese, and then, we could follow along and read stuff. I think he does it because his sister can't read that fast, and therefore she doesn't get to participate when we're watching Cowboy Bebop or Chainsaw Man or whatever we're watching.
Oh, that is diabolical older sibling
I think that's
behavior.
The story, because I started to suss it out, because she was like, all right, well then I'll watch the same episode with you guys, or with you, Dad, but we can watch it dubbed. And he was like, no, that's my thing with Dad. And I was like, oh, I get it.
Okay. Little home politics going on. They're savvy.
For that positioning alone, subtitles have to win. Like that is the Sting level of operation.
Yeah.
And to have kept it up for a period of time before the truth, as it always does, sort of blurted out is very impressive. So subtitles.
Subtitles it is. I'm totally down for subtitles.
Jackie Cation, hi, and welcome to the MaximumFun.org podcast, The Jackie and Laurie Show, where we talk about stand-up comedy and how much we love it and how much it enrages us.
We have a lot of experience and a lot of stories and a lot of time on our hands. So check us out. It's 1 hour a week, and we drop it every Wednesday on MaximumFun.org.
Hello, Internet. I'm your husband host, Travis McElroy.
And I'm your wife host, Teresa McElroy.
And this is a promo for Schmanners.
It's extraordinary etiquette.
For ordinary occasions. Every week, we're going to tell you about a bit of culture, a bit of history, how etiquette still applies in the modern day, all that stuff.
We also love to do biographies and histories of and, general procedurals. How to do etiquette in today's society.
So, come check it out every Friday on MaximumFun.org or wherever you find your podcasts.
Manners Schmanners. Get it?
All right. Keith, KT Geek, asks, what's up, Keith?
Hey, Keith.
Hawkeye or Green Arrow?
Guys, this is so hard. I love them both so much. Oh my God. So DC, my first series that I collected with DC, well, that's not totally true. I collected Red Tornado. I really loved the JLA. I always loved Green Arrow. I thought Green Arrow was such a cool character. But that being said, the first Marvel series I collected was the West Coast Avengers. And, Clint it was Hawkeye and Mockingbird were like the leaders of the West Coast Avengers. And I love Hawkeye. I remember his one-shot solo shot with him on the cover, like winking. I still see that in my head. So it is by a nose hair. I am going to say Hawkeye, but trust me, Green Arrow, don't hurt your feelings. I really do love you.
Wow.
Yeah. It feels like Arrow's gotten a few, especially thanks to the CW series, kind of introduced a maybe dark. I read a lot of Silver Age Green Arrow, so it was very like jaunty and fun. And then he developed more of an edge, as many characters do as time went on. So the TV version is a lot of fun. But Hawkeye, for whatever reason, I was obsessed with Hawkeye as a kid. I just thought, so cool. All the West Coast Avengers stuff.
So cool.
When you're leading a team that has Wonder Man and Vision and Scarlet Witch on it, and you're the one who just has not just has, but you have no superpowers, but you're the one that everybody's listening
Love and
to.
Compassion and family, Hal.
Those aren't powers. Those are obligations.
Fair.
And chores, frankly. They're up to it. They're heroes, but there's something about that character that just is always, and then Matt Fraction's run with him is great. The big screen treatment I've really enjoyed. There's something about that character that's magnetic.
Very magnetic.
You're drawn to.
Very special. Very special.
And the small screen version gave us a new Mark Shaman musical. So that's why I'm in.
There
Team
you go.
Hawkeye, fellas.
Asked and answered. Keith, save me pie. I had pie with Keith in Chicago after the improv show.
Awesome.
He's an old friend. Sorry, Court Jester, a.k.a. Kyle, was about to talk about pie. It was very good. It was apple. From Cheers.
No, come on. Get the F out of here. I'm not an apple pie guy. Sorry.
No? What do you like? What do you like?
I am a
Cherry?
cream pie guy. If I'm going to have a fruit pie, it's either strawberry, rhubarb, or blueberry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I rarely indulge in fruit pies. I am much more, chocolate cream, French silk, chocolate peanut butter, coconut cream. Maybe if it's the right time of year and it's very hot outside, like a good cold lemon meringue. But generally, I am all in for French silk pie. Me up.
You're more on the chocolate vanilla side of the sweets than the fruit side of the sweets. Yeah.
Very much so.
Gotcha.
True.
You know what? I respect the hell out of that. I think it's wonderful. I support it 1,000,000%.
Ditto.
Cheers.
One
of the greatest sitcoms of all time. One of the greatest pilots of all time also. If you want to learn to write a sitcom pilot. You can't do much better than that pilot. Woody or Coach?
Coach.
Coach Ernie Pantuso, who was there for the first, I think, 4 seasons for the actor who played him passed away. And then Woody was his pen pal who shows up and turns out to be just as dumb as Coach was and then becomes the new barback or bartender along with Sam and sort of slides into that role.
It feels like it's Coach because I love Woody Harrelson. I love the character of Woody. I love Woody Harrelson. But if you're writing a dumb character, you expect him to be a himbo. You don't expect him to look like Coach.
I know.
You know what I mean? And that's so fun. And his delivery is so fun. Oh my God.
Didn't you guys always think in the opening credits too, with the guy holding up the sign that says "We win," that was Coach? I always thought that was Coach. I was always like, why don't they have any of the rest of the cast in the opening photographs? And the reality is that's not Coach. That's not him. That's just a photograph of a guy that looks like Coach.
Oh, I love it.
I like to think that the guy at the very end of the credits who's holding up the glass and going like this,
Yeah.
that he somehow is one of the older guys sort of at the back of the bar, or who's going up to Melville's to get dinner.
Like all of these pictures are Shining pictures, and Jack Nicholson is in there, and everyone that's been in the bar is in the picture somewhere.
You were here all along.
What? Okay, so we chose between Coach and Woody, but favorite Cheers character, you guys?
Favorite Cheers character?
I think the dearly departed George Wendt.
Yeah.
I mean, they gave him almost every line he had was a punchline. So everything he did had to land. And that guy batted 1,000 for 11 years, which is really impressive. And that character was really funny. Anything that expanded on his life was funny. All the Vera stuff was great. Oh, I think I might say Norm.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
Yeah. I think I'm Team
answer.
Cliff.
Yeah.
I'm Team
Great
Cliff
answer.
because I love the juxtaposition of his actual status and his perceived status. It's so fun and so endearing, and gave him so many great lines.
Yeah. What about you?
Early childhood crush on Lilith. She was a stern. Did I tell you I'm a sub?
No, tell me about it, please. You're known sub, though. I know that.
But let me tell you a quick story. I can share it with you guys. I'll share the video with you. But I've been doing this charity event in Kansas City for years now that is hosted by Heidi Gardner and Dave Keckner, Rob Riggle, Eric Stone Street, Paul Rudd, and Jason Sudeikis. And Jason, I grew up with Jason, and his uncle, George Wendt. And so growing up, we always knew that, Kathy Sudeikis, Jason's mom, was, the sister of Norm from Cheers. And we all thought that was so cool. And he'd come to visit Kansas City from time to time. I never really got to know him until I was an adult, and we would do this charity event. And George was always there. And the last, he just passed away like maybe a month before this year's event. But last year, while we were at the end, and by the way, at the end of every night, we do a big long weekend where we play a game at Royal Stadium and at Kauffman Stadium, and then we do visits to the Kids Hospital, Children's Mercy. We're raising money for, and we do these interactions with all the donors. And then there's a big on-stage live auction, concert, stand-up show. It's the best thing ever. And at the very end, after we see how much money we raised and everyone's crying and we're all hugging, we would play the theme from Cheers. And George, who's been sitting at the back of the stage the whole night, would, come down stage, and we'd all gather around him and put our arms around each other. So last year I filmed it because I just had a feeling I don't know how many more of these we're going to get with George, and getting to sing that song and yell into his ear, you want to be where everybody knows your name. It was just like, it was so beautiful. Anyway, I love that memory, and I cherish that guy. He was a wonderful guy.
Amen.
That's fantastic. Yeah, so talented. But like, what a gift for everybody who didn't get to know him. It's always sad to lose anybody of note, certainly if somebody close to you. But the wonderful thing for everybody out there is you have this huge body of work that he left behind, and you get to see what made him special, even if you never met him as a person. That's a really huge gift that he left to us.
Starring opposite William Catt in House.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And the sequel too, wasn't he? He came back for House 2.
House and House 2.
Yeah. Come on.
All right. The correct then asked and answered answer to who is your favorite character is Norm. For all people, for all time.
And Coach.
There it is.
All right.
Attorney Pantuso, R.I.P.
Oh, this is one from Ken Plume, our producer, Ken Plume.
Hey, Ken Plume.
Producer's privilege. Ken Plume asks, horror or suspense?
Horror.
Why?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
I have more fun. I love suspense. I mean, I am a Hitchcock guy to the end, but my favorite Hitchcock film is Psycho, and I would say that falls under the horror genre. I am if I took my 3 favorite films of all time, 2 of them are horror films.
Can you tell us what they are?
Yeah, because my 3 favorite films of all time are The Muppet Movie,
Perfect film.
The horror film. Perfect film. 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Horror film.
Which is a horror film to me.
Yep.
And The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Very much a horror film.
Prototypical. Yeah. Set the prototype for future films. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it feels like horror maybe by default because there are always suspenseful moments in horror, but I don't know, are there always horrific moments in suspense? So are we getting a 2-for-1 with horror? Just throwing that out there.
Oh, so you're saying that
You get suspense and horror. I just am also, I hear what you're saying, and I agree, because I love being scared. I love being on the edge of my seat. I love following along and being like, what's going to happen? What's about to happen? As David Dastmalchian our college acting teacher, was he always wanting everybody to wonder, like, well, what's next? What's about to happen? You always think that in these films, and you get that in suspense. In horror, you get all the fun of the blood, the gore, the practical effects, the special effects. That stuff, I love it. Yeah. I live for it. It's the best.
Is it now as a consumer and a producer? Same answer?
As a consumer, for sure. As a producer, I think so. Yeah. I haven't really produced much in the thriller space. I feel like I know horror better. Mm-hmm. I love a good thriller. I'd love to be in it. I acted in a couple of thrillers. It was really fun. But yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Let's remake Basic Instinct, Mark, you and I.
Sounds good. I've got the outfit.
Okay.
I'm going to play all the other cops in the background.
Do you mind? For that one scene.
Oh my God.
For that one scene, we're going to plop you in as everybody else.
That's right.
Who's that one actor from, oh God, how did I forget his name all of a sudden? He was on Seinfeld and he's in Jurassic
Wayne
Park.
Knight.
Wayne Knight. Yeah. He's just sweating, just drenched.
Sure. I'm so good at that. I'm a really good sweater. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but
I've been on stage with you. I know.
Yeah, you felt the spray. Get a tart.
I got the spray. I got sprayed.
Well, I'm excited to see that scene. And then the last line of that newly minted version of the scene, of course, being, hey, weren't you in Anaconda? I thought I recognized you. That was our final question. David Dastmalchian, thank you for being here again.
Oh, you guys, I got to do 2 of these, and I'm going to come back again when you get more good questions, but make sure all listeners that you pose only the best, only the most challenging questions, because we've got you covered, guys. Yeah. I mean, we've got you.
We got this.
Yeah. We got all the answers you'll ever need. And I love getting to talk to you guys. Thanks for having me on. Let's also get on stage together soon.
Yes,
How about
please.
That?
That sounds good.
I'm into it.
I'm headed out of the country in a few minutes to go try and harness the psycho power and destroy a bunch of pit fighters. But when I get back from that, if I'm,
please give no more context than that.
That's it.
That's
all I can give.
Amazing.
Oh,
if you know, you know.
I know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
All right. I love you guys. Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Well, that's that. And just like that, he's gone.
Oh, my goodness.
Those topics are closed, but there are many more topics to discuss. So please reach out to us via email at wegotThisPodcast@gmail.com or
you can find us on social media. I gave room to cut it out. Leave it in.
Leave it in.
That was Mark. You can find us on social media at We Got This Podcast, with the exception of Instagram, where we are at We Got This Show. Thank you to producer Ken Plume, whose hand is over his mouth in shame right now. Researcher Kate McManus for your work and for the question. QA engineer Jen Alba, and of course, graphic designer Uri Kelman, my pal.
And thanks, of course, to our musicians, Jonathan. Ken is still rubbing his head. Ken, it's your birthday month.
Yeah.
We drive you crazy for your birthday month.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ken. Where'd he go? Oh, no, I don't have object permanence.
I gave
that up.
Oh, he's back.
I gave that to a sea witch. Ooh, polka dot man. David's back. So we have a few more. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah. Thank you, of course, to our musicians, Jonathan Dinerstein and Mike Furman, for our score and theme song, respectively. And thanks to you, the people of the world, for giving us an opportunity to sit with the people we love, talk about the things we love, and share it with the people we love. That is you. We wouldn't do it without you. We couldn't do it without you. So to you, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. For Hal Lublin, I'm Mark Gagliardi.
For Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Lublin, and don't worry, everybody.
We got this. What did I just say? We've?
Maybe.
I said we've got this.
We got this. Oh, we've been wrong this whole time?
I think we may have.
Is the show actually called We've Got This? Folks, you decide.
This. We have this.
Oh, next episode. This is too much.
We got this.
Please leave all that in. It's
Maximum
too good.
Fun, a worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows supported
directly
by you.